Hey there. Welcome back to Kingdom on Wall Street. I'm your host, Starkey Robertson, and this is where we talk about faith, business, stewardship, and what it really looks like to build what God has placed in your hands. If you're a Christian entrepreneur, business owner, or you're simply trying to become more disciplined and intentional with your kingdom assignment, you're in the right place. Before we get into today's conversation, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you valuable new content throughout the week as we build an ongoing conversation around kingdom business, entrepreneurship, stewardship, and purpose. Subscribing to this channel is by far the easiest way to stay connected. And grab a pen and paper for this one. Because if you've been praying for more customers, working to get more customers, or wondering why your business doesn't have enough customers, I want you to ask yourself a different question today. What happens after they show up? Now, let's get into it. One of the most common problems in business is not having enough customers. So naturally, we focus on customer acquisition. Run ads, post on social media, make videos, send emails, ask for referrals, improve SEO, go networking, generate leads. And all of those things can be useful. But here's what I want you to understand. Getting someone's attention and being prepared to serve them are two completely different capabilities. You can become very good at the first and terrible at the second, and that's dangerous because marketing can send people toward a business that isn't ready for them. So, before you spend all of your energy trying to get more customers, I want to give you 5 things your business needs when those customers arrive. Number one, you need a clear offer. This sounds basic, but you'd be surprised how many businesses make people work to understand what they're actually selling. A potential customer shouldn't have to investigate your company for 20 minutes just to figure out what you do. What do you provide? Who is it for? What problem does it solve? What does the customer receive? What should they do next? Those questions need clear answers. And sometimes entrepreneurs struggle with this because we know too much about our own businesses. Everything makes sense to us. We know the terminology. We understand the service. We know why we created it. We understand all the features, but the customer's seeing it for the first time. So something that feels obvious to you may not be obvious to them. Here's a simple test. Ask someone who isn't deeply familiar with your company to look at your website or sales page. Give them a few seconds. Then ask, what does this company do? Who do you think it's for? What would you do if you wanted to buy something? If they can't answer those questions, you've learned something. Clarity matters. And clarity isn't only a marketing principle, clarity is a form of service. You're making it easier for people to understand whether what you provide is actually right for them. Number two, you need a simple way to say yes. Let's say somebody finds you. They understand what you offer. They want it. Now what? This is where businesses lose people. Call us, nobody answers, send an email, nobody responds, fill out this 27 question form, create an account, verify your email, schedule a consultation, wait 3 days, receive another form, call another number. At some point, the customer says, never mind. Every unnecessary step creates friction. Now, some businesses genuinely require complex onboarding. You may need documentation, applications, compliance, contracts, identity verification, consultations. You shouldn't eliminate necessary steps just because they're inconvenient, but you should eliminate unnecessary confusion. The customer should know, what do I do next? What happens after I do it? When should I expect a response? How much does it cost? What information will I need? That's a process. And when the process is clear, people feel more confident moving forward. Go through your own customer journey. Actually do it. Pretend you're the customer. Visit your website, click the buttons, fill out the forms, read the emails, try it on your phone. How easy is it to become your customer? You may discover that you're asking for more customers while quietly making it difficult for people to become one. Number three, you need follow up. This one costs businesses enormous amounts of money. Somebody shows interest. And then nothing happens. A person fills out a form, nobody responds, someone requests information, the email sits there, a potential customer says, "Let me think about it." Nobody follows up, a quote gets sent, nobody checks back. And then the business owner says, "We need more leads." Maybe, but what happened to the leads you already had? That's an important question. Not everybody is ready to buy the first time they encounter you. People get distracted, they get busy, they compare options, they have questions, they forget. Sometimes a simple follow up is all that's required. "Hey, I wanted to make sure you received the information. Do you have any questions? Are you still interested? Would you like to move forward?" That's not harassment, that's professional follow up. Obviously, there is a point where you stop. If somebody says they're not interested, respect that. But don't assume silence always means no. Sometimes silence means "I forgot." And this is where systems can help. You shouldn't have to remember every follow up manually. A customer relationship management system, automation tool, calendar reminder, task system, or even a well organized spreadsheet can help. The sophistication of the system should match the size and complexity of the business. But there should be a system because opportunity shouldn't depend entirely on your memory. Number four, you need a customer experience worth talking about. This is where customer acquisition and customer retention meet. You worked hard to get the customer. What happens after they pay? Do they feel forgotten or does the service actually become better? Think about your own experiences as a customer. Some companies are incredibly attentive until they get your money. Then suddenly, good luck getting anybody on the phone. That's backwards. The transaction isn't the end of the relationship, it's the beginning of your obligation to deliver. So ask, what does the customer experience after purchase? Do they receive confirmation? Do they know what happens next? Do you communicate delays? Do you set realistic expectations? Can they get help? Do you check whether they're satisfied? Do you make problems right when you're responsible for them? These things matter. And they create something advertising cannot manufacture: trust. A satisfied customer may return. They may leave a review. They may tell someone else. They may refer another customer. They may become a long term client. One customer can create multiple opportunities, but only if you steward the relationship well. And I want to say something specifically to Christian business owners here. Putting scripture on your website does not compensate for poor service. Calling yourself a kingdom business doesn't compensate for not returning calls. Prayer before the workday doesn't excuse dishonesty. Faith should raise the standard. If we're going to publicly associate our businesses with Christ, we should take seriously the responsibility that comes with that association. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have bad days. Things will go wrong. Christian business owners aren't perfect, but our commitment to integrity, honesty, accountability, and service should be visible in the way we respond when things do go wrong. Number five, you need somewhere for satisfied customers to send other people. This is where everything starts connecting. Imagine someone loves your business. They tell a friend, you need to check them out. What's the next sentence? Where does the friend go? What's your website? Where's your business profile? Where can they see what you offer? Where can they verify that you exist? How can they contact you? This is discoverability again, but now we're looking at it from the referral side. You don't want someone saying, "I know this great company, but I can't remember the name. I think they're on Facebook somewhere. Hold on, let me see if I can find them." You're creating unnecessary friction. Make yourself easy to refer. Have a clear website. Maintain accurate business information. Create a professional presence. Make your contact information easy to find. Be present in relevant networks and directories. Make it easy for one satisfied customer to become the bridge to another. Because one of the cheapest customers you'll ever acquire may be the one another satisfied customer sends to you. And notice something about all five things we've discussed. None of them start with spend more money on advertising. We're strengthening what happens around the customer first. Clear offer, simple process, follow up, strong customer experience, discoverability. Then, when you increase marketing, the marketing has somewhere healthy to send people. That's important. Marketing is an amplifier. If you amplify a good system, you can create growth. If you amplify a broken system, you can create chaos. More customers will not automatically fix your business. Sometimes they'll expose it. That's why stewardship has to come before scale. Now, there's another part of this conversation that I think is particularly important for Christian entrepreneurs. We should become easier to discover within our own community. And that's one of the reasons we're building Ellen Tren. Ellen Tren is a platform designed to strengthen connectivity across the Christian community and economy. It's a place where Christians, Christian-owned businesses, churches, and other applicable organizations can establish a presence and become easier to discover. So if you're a Christian entrepreneur or business owner, I want you to register. It's free. You can list your business on Ellen Tren for free. If you represent a church, you can list your church for free. And other applicable organizations can establish their presence as well. Go to ellen.tren.com. That's ELENTREN.com. The link is also in the description below. We're still building the network, so don't wait until everybody else arrives before you establish your presence. Help us build it. Let the community know I'm here. This is what I do. This is who I serve. Because somebody cannot consider your business if they don't know it exists. And somebody may already be looking for exactly what you provide. Again, visit ellen.tren.com. Registration is free and the link is in the description. Now, before we finish, let's turn today's lesson into an exercise. Write these 5 things down: offer, process, follow-up, experience, discoverability. Now, grade your business from 1 to 5 in each category. Don't grade the business you intend to have 6 months from now. Grade the business that exists today. Is your offer clear? 1 through 5. Is it easy for someone to become a customer? 1 through 5. Do you consistently follow up? 1 through 5. Is your customer experience strong enough that people would recommend you? 1 through 5. Are you easy to discover and refer? 1 through 5. Look at your lowest score. That's where I would start. Because sometimes we become overwhelmed trying to fix the entire business at once. Don't. Find the weakest point in the customer journey. Strengthen it. Then move to the next one. That's how systems improve. One problem at a time. And there's something else I want you to consider. If your business isn't growing as quickly as you hoped, don't automatically assume nothing is happening. Use this season. Strengthen the foundation, fix the customer journey. Document the process. Improve the offer, build relationships, become easier to discover, get better at follow-up, learn how to serve the customers you already have. Because if greater opportunity eventually comes, you'll be better prepared to carry it. We cannot control every outcome. We can control how responsibly we handle what's already in our hands. That's stewardship. So tell me what you think. Which of these 5 areas is currently weakest in your business? Have you ever lost a customer because your process made it too difficult for them to move forward? And what is one thing you could change this week that would make your business easier to buy from, easier to work with, or easier to recommend? Put your answers down in the comment section. And don't just leave your answer. Read what other business owners are saying. You may discover that somebody else is struggling with the exact same thing. You may have an answer that helps them. They may have an answer that helps you. That's how the conversation becomes more valuable than the video itself. Don't just pray for more customers, prepare to serve them. Faith is the foundation. Business is the work. People are the purpose. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.